Hello there everybody, Sabah Night Hueg and I'm and welcome back to Higurashi Kai Matsuribayashi? I'm trying to get that name right and I always have to find myself kind of stopping like, wait a minute, is that how I say it? Fuck! Anyway, last episode, well, it was pretty much what the first episode was. I'm getting more information about Mio Takano's past, how she rose up through the ranks, as well as learning about what her grandfather's research was all about. So now I've seen a huge amount of her, motivation and all that. And one thing that I was a little bit concerned about was that we weren't getting any tips. That was like something that I was so used to going through Higurashi, but it's something that you guys kind of brought up, and I should have realized it myself. This is literally the last arc. Not counting the, I'm not entirely sure what the heck they're called. I think they're just the side arcs. I'm not sure what they are, but this is basically the last arc. So it would make sense for them to, no longer give you any tips. And I feel stupid that I did not even make that connection. And I feel really dumb. And now I'm just really sad because this is like the last one. Shit, I'm getting those feelings I got whenever I went through Umineko again. Damn it. Oh well, let's just go back in. Allow me to introduce you. This is Major Takano. Major, this is Iria Sensei. Eerie. Hello, I'm Eerie. Eerie seems nervous. He probably thought I was the mastermind of a suspicious organization. Please relax. Call me Takano. Ah, thank you. Thank you for having me here. I really appreciate it. Finally, male voices that I'm used to! Please have a seat. A simple and typical citizen. That is a good description of Iria Kyosuke. He's the type that typically gets used by sly elders and then gets dumped. I don't think he is as cunning as I am. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't have any ambition. He also wants to leave a great work behind. Although he appears to be humble, his articles are rather liberal and aggressive. It's hard to imagine someone like him actually wrote such articles. I've read the data concerning the Hinami's... Oh, I'm sorry, is that him? I've read the data concerning the Hinamizawa syndrome. What did you think? I'm so surprised about everything. Oh, shit! Okay. Crisis averted. Crisis averted. I'm going to buy a new mouse. I'm so surprised about everything. It is very possible that this is something that steps into the dark side of today's medicine, but I can hardly control my intellectual excitement for knowing it is a mystery that somebody has yet to solve. I chuckled. Eerie is more than interested in the Hinamizawa syndrome. That's good enough for me. I've gone through a lot until this day, so I can trust my instincts. I can get along with this guy. Even if he isn't useful, he won't cause any problems. He is the best person to fill the spot for both me and my sponsor. I'm surprised too. An experienced, talented person like you just sitting around without status or work. What a waste it was. Eerie laughs. I guess he doesn't know that I've already read a detailed background check on him. Fucking stop it! So I know exactly why he was exiled from the front stage, even with his talent and experience. Oh yeah. He was working under a neurosurgery expert and everyone expected him to be successful. But he was kicked out due to a controversy of morals. Eerie claims human behavior can be explained by brain disorders. He doesn't believe evil people are born to be evil and that they are actually patients who need to be treated. They are normal when they were born, but as they grow, their brains become diseased due to psychogenesis or exogenous, I think that's how you pronounce it, reasons. And that makes them evil. Therefore, what those evil people need isn't a punishment, it is treatment. If their diseases are treated, they will become good citizens again. Well, to be fair, you also have to factor in chemical imbalances. Oh well. It is one of the teachings of Confucius. It assumes that humans' true nature is goodness. According to this theory, humans naturally have a willingness to help each other, yet they learn to be evil later on in life. Eerie believes that is caused by brain disorders. The human brain creates human thoughts. Therefore, if one is emotionally ill, that means his brain is ill. So if his brain gets treated, he will recover emotionally too. That's called psychosurgery. It has died out nowadays, but the technique was praised until around the mid-Showa era. It worked especially well on patients with severe symptoms, and the proposer even received a Nobel Prize for it. Humans think. That's why they become ill. It's a well-known fact that people who think too much more often become emotionally sick. The exact part of the brain that thinks derives one way from social behavior. That part is called the frontal lobe. Psychosurgery is a surgery performed on this frontal lobe. The surgery doesn't require taking off the whole epicranium. A scalpel is inserted through a small hole, and a small section on the frontal lobe gets cut. Ugh. It really isn't a major surgery. Its simplicity was also revolutionary. All the severely ill mental patients miraculously recovered, so the technique spread through the world quickly. Obstinacy and severe mental illness. Also those severely ill patients who are stuck in eternal sadness. Well, they could all be saved by this technique. Humans have come up with many different religions and magic tricks in the past to heal emotional wounds. So needless to say, being able to treat them with a surgical technique was truly revolutionary. Eerie admired psychosurgery and pushed forward in the field of surgical techniques to treat human souls. However, from an ethical point of view, it is an outrageous idea to cut off a part of the brain just because that person is emotionally ill. Isn't that kind of like a... Oh god, I know, it's on the tip of my tongue. Damn it. Lobotomy. No, that's... I know there's a difference between a lobotomy and psychosurgery. I don't know. I think a lobotomy just makes you like basically makes you a living corpse. People gradually started to think differently and said psychosurgery was inhuman. Or inhumane. The frontal lobe controls how people think, but it is also a part that makes humans act like humans. In some cases, after cutting off that part of the brain, patients changed dramatically. A groundless happiness so that no one doesn't have to worry anymore. I'm sorry, one doesn't have to worry anymore. A change in personality. A loss of interest in everything. Major mood swings due to a lack of control of one's emotions. Some even lost part of their memories. Of course, some didn't even survive the surgery. Well, it's the brain! As the Showa era approached its 40th year, use of psychosurgery declined. Also, due to the development of psychotropic medicine, the surgery was hardly performed anymore. Yet, some people still believed in it, and continued to perform the surgery while they were gathered pathological data. They wanted people to recognize the technique once again. Some surgeries were performed without consent. Oh, god damn it, of course. There were thousands of people who woke up from general anesthesia and realized that part of their brain was already cut off. Today, to perform such surgery without a patient's consent is totally unethical, but at the time, it was possible. Besides, the practice of getting consent from a patient has started only very recently. Therefore, people at the time didn't think it was that big of a deal. Then people started to argue that it was actually against humanity. Humanity? As a result, psychosurgery was denied and discouraged. Later, the Psychic and Neurology Society confirmed the end of psychosurgery. After that, psychosurgery was banned in Japan and sealed as a forbidden subject of Japanese medicine. This actually might be the first time I've actually heard of psychosurgery. Eerie was the leading person in the field of psychosurgery. He appealed its effectiveness and achievement. That's why he was treated as a criminal who performed inhumane surgeries and was kicked off the stage of medicine. However, just because he was kicked off doesn't mean he changed his beliefs. He still believes evil behavior is caused by brain disorders, and the secret of their treatment is in fact hidden in the brain. So, the existence of this Hinamizawa syndrome, which is caused by parasites living in the human brain that control human emotions, actually affirms this theory. Well, if it's okay with you, I would love to accept this position. Of course. How could he refuse? Despite his mild appearance, his ambition is very aggressive. He wants a chance to prove himself to the society that once kicked him out. I'm handing him that chance on a silver platter. Thank you very much. I knew you'd accept. We are very lucky to have an expert like you. You'll be a great help. But are you sure that I can be the director? Shouldn't you be the one, Takano-san? I'm just a doctor. Damn it! I'm a doctor, not a... Wait. I've never managed other people. Don't worry. I'll give you my full support. Our sponsor wanted to pick a civilian. Don't you like to be called Director Eerie? But... Eerie laughs to hide his embarrassment. We're building a research center in Hinamizawa. It's supposed to be a clinic. If it's okay with you, we would like to name it the Iria Clinic. Oh my. That's almost overwhelming. Also, the Self-Defense Force will be responsible for you, so you will be a medical officer of the Self-Defense Force. You're my boss, so you'll be Lieutenant Colonel. Lieutenant Colonel Eerie. Irie. What do you think? Well, I would prefer that you actually pronounce my name correctly, because it's starting to get a little confusing. I know, I'm actually quite inconsistent with that, aren't I? Almost as consistent as I am with the voices. What? I'm not a military man. I don't know about Lieutenant Colonel. I have to think about the title of director as it is. Oh my. He's getting a chance to research parasites that live in the human brain, plus he'll be the head of a brand new clinic. He even gets staff and funding. There will be backup from the Defense Agency and the Ministry of Health and Welfare, as well as a state-of-the-art facility and equipment. No wonder he's laughing excitedly. However, there are some risks too. Since he will be involved with this secret research, he has an obligation to keep secrets. Also, he's going to an area plagued by an unknown strange disease. There's no guarantee he won't contract the disease. But Irie is too young to even think about those things. He signs the contract knowing all the risks and with the ambition to have people recognize him once again. You know what I could do to piss people off? I could just go back to mispronouncing Rena's name. Oh god, I'd probably get hated for that. Let's avoid that. When I see him sign the contract, I finally relax. I knew he would agree to join us, but at the same time I was afraid of the chance that he'd refuse. Irie was the only candidate for the position of director. So if he was to refuse, it would have been a big problem. Now that Irie has agreed to take the position, the research of the Hinamizawa syndrome can finally begin. The research center/clinic will be completed next spring. The Ministry of Health and Welfare and the Defense Agency will send state-of-the-art equipment and staff, plus an abundant supply of funding. Then finally the research will begin. Everything is going well. Of course it is. I've worked so hard until today. Things will go smoothly, or else I'll have to go kill a bunch of teenagers. What was that? Nothing. Okay, that's it. Congratulations, Sir Dr. Eerie. Major, the contract has been... Wait. Major, the contract has been signed. Wait, who the fuck are you? Wait, who the hell's going on? Who's talking? Thank you. We'll be a great team. Director Eerie. Thank you, Takano-san. I'm looking forward to working with you. I'll do my best. Thank you. We'll be great. Now the position of director has been filled, everything is set. Yep. Oh.
That's great. Just great. Congratulations, Takano-san. No, Major Takano, huh?
I owe you everything. Also, this dramatic music is just freaking amazing. Thank you very much, everyone.
Oh, don't mention it. But we should, save our congratulations until you finish the research, huh? You're only at the starting line, right?
Exactly. I'll devote my every waking moment to this research.
We can hardly wait to see the result of what Dr. Takano couldn't finish.
Are you alright? I could have sworn you slightly died a little bit. Also, why'd you sound like Oishi? Well, Sensei, let's not talk about business today. Let's have a wait.
Damn it! Let's have our toast to congratulate Takano-san and the Eerie Institution.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nagata from the Ministry of Health and Welfare. I would like to say a few things before the toast.
Takano-san, make sure he works hard, okay? His research center will back up the Eerie Institution. If we need any technical support, just call him.
Make him work hard? No way. I have to thank you for your support. I'm Takano. Pleased to meet you.
Takano-san, let me introduce you to these gentlemen. Meet Toмотaki-kun and Meet Toмотaki-kun and Okinogi-kun from the Self-Defense Force. They are your support for the Self-Defense Force. Let them introduce themselves.
Nice to meet you. I'm Toмотaki. I'm an auditor of this project.
The research funding is coming from the Self-Defense Force, so it's only natural for them to send an auditor to keep track of the research. However, an auditor is supposed to be my enemy. Why is he here? Does that mean this auditor is on my side too? I can't believe my sponsor is taking care of even this.
I won't be staying in Hinamizawa. I will only come routinely and check on the progress of the research.
Oh, that's too bad. Hinamizawa is a beautiful place. Please come visit us anytime.
Thank you. I guess I will.
If he is an auditor, I should keep a good relationship with this man. Might go boning him a little bit. This man holds the key to the amount of funding I will be getting.
Oh, there he is! Okay, fuck it, you're getting the Leo voice.
I'm Okinogi. Nice to meet you.
He's the commanding officer of the Mountain Hounds. One of the, unconventional warfare units. Fucking hell. I might be a little too drunk right now. He'll be living in Hinamizawa to support you, Major.
Can I consider you my bodyguard?
Guarding VIPs and retentions of secrets are his main jobs.
Why the fuck am I not reading this right?
He will help you in any way possible, Major. Make him work hard.
Thank you. Toмотaki seems to be an honest type for a military man, but this Okinogi person is the complete opposite. His main job is to retain secrets, but I bet he's also good at things like counterintelligence and spin control. Spin control? But this is understandable. Since the Self-Defense Force is funding the research of the Hinamizawa Syndrome, of course this is a military operation. I only got to use the Leo voice for Okinogi for such a short damn time. Therefore, this research has to be done in secret. That's why a unit like this is necessary. Besides, it'll be good to have a hot-blooded person like him on my side. I should keep a good relationship with him, too.
Okay, enough introductions. Come on, Toмотaki-kun, you can relax too. Let's put aside our rings today and have a toast.
This is supposed to be a celebration for the Eerie Institution, but Eerie himself isn't here. But that is his job. He is simply a puppet to fill the spot. Of course, I expect him to help me a little as an expert, but he's an outsider after all.
This was supposed to be a gathering to show my appreciation to those who helped me establish the Eerie institution, but it has turned into them thanking me for all my efforts. I'm always the one to pour alcohol for others, but today people pour alcohol in my glass. The new participants try to make me happy, and all the top people talk to me casually. They all praise my hard work and my efforts. My research is now recognized by many institutions, and I'm ready to spread my wings open wide. And all the people who are expecting some returns, once the research accomplishes something, they try to curry favor with me. I don't care about their hidden agenda. This is just great for me.
Let's have a toast to wish the best of luck to Takano Miyu-kun, and also to the new Eerie institution. Araya Sensei, please lead.
It's like a dream. I know. This is just the beginning, and I shouldn't be satisfied with just this. But I could forget about everything else for just today and enjoy this celebration. I am not a big drinker, but the drink tastes good tonight, and the more I drink, the happier I get. This is great. To be called Major by Tomotaki and the others makes me feel good, too. That's the rank my grandfather had during the war. That means I've finally caught up with my grandfather. This is only the beginning. Now I intend to reach what my grandfather couldn't. This is the best night of my life. It's fucking music. I leave to fix my makeup. I'm filled with happiness. I need to feel fresh air to calm myself down. My heart is about to explode because I'm so happy. The gathering is taking place a little distance away from the main building. The restroom is in the main building, so I need to walk across the hallway. I see a beautiful and well-maintained Japanese garden from the hallway. It's raining. Funny enough, it's actually raining as I'm recording this. I usually don't like rain, but I don't mind it at all today. I feel like even the raindrops are congratulating me. The cool air feels good on my hot body. I notice I'm walking unsteadily. Maybe I drank a little too much. It isn't like me to drink more than I can handle. Although this is a party, I don't want to embarrass myself, so I decided to cool off a little by looking at the beautiful Japanese garden.
You know, there's a possibility that, your drink might have been spiked, or that you really are just low on your alcohol tolerance.
I find a chair and sit down. I was with the associates, so I was rather nervous. But now that I'm all alone, I can finally relax. When I look up to the sky, I realize it's still raining hard, but the distant sky is a little lighter. Maybe this rain won't stay for long. That's right. Rain stops eventually. No matter how cold it is or how hard it's raining, rain stops eventually. Then I see a pair of sandals and an umbrella. I decide to take them and walk out to the garden. The tasteless laughter coming from the party sounds far away. I tilt the umbrella and look up to the sky. I feel raindrops on my face. I keep looking up to the sky while my hair gets wet. I thought the rain would cool down my boiling heart, but as my body gets cold, I start to feel miserable. My bare feet are all swollen, and the throbbing pain I feel makes them seem as if they are twice their normal size. The gravel road continues forever.
Where's she going?
I don't even know in which direction I'm headed anymore. I no longer hear...
Oh! Oh, we're back there!
I no longer hear my pursuer. By running through the woods like crazy, I guess I lost him. My body is all scratched up. I finally start to feel the pain from all the scratches. My body is cold and I feel hungry. There is no place to take shelter from the rain. I am on a little path in the woods. My worst fear is to end up heading back toward the orphanage, by running like crazy and losing my sense of direction. I crushed that man's finger.
Good on you, girl.
I don't think I bit it off, but I'm sure it'll leave a scar.
Now imagine, Like the secondary culprit suddenly pops up, and you just notice there's a scar on this man's finger.
Boom! Real culprit! Mio was just a pawn!
I'm not entirely sure what universe that twist would ever work. Taking that into consideration, it is clear what kind of torture awaits me back at the orphanage. No shit! Therefore, I have to reach the House of Love and Mercy. If only it was daytime, then I could find the right direction. Now, the worst part is, could you imagine if, like, the House of Love and Mercy is immediately worse? Oh, God. However, with this rain, there is nothing I can do. But I can't stop. I have to keep walking until I reach something. I wonder if Eriko and the others escaped safely. I don't know how many people came after us, but at least one came after me. That means they had a better chance. Did they reach the House of Love and Mercy? Are they drying themselves with soft towels? And if they still remember me, will they save a towel for me too? I feel so cold. I want to find shelter and sit down. There's like a tarp over, there's some roofing over here you could probably use as a makeshift kind of guard against the rain. But there's nothing. It almost looks as if I could take shelter under a tree, but the branches and leaves are dripping in the rain. Then I realize the sky is gradually getting darker. That's not good. Will this day end in rain? There are no street lights. It'll be totally dark soon. Then I won't be able to walk anymore. I just want to sit down, even in the rain. If I sit down, I probably won't be able to stand up again. So I endure. If I hadn't escaped with Eriko and the others, I wouldn't have to go through this misery. But compared to what I had to go through at the orphanage, this is nothing. You know, this kind of adds a little bit of another question that I'm kind of curious about. Like, did she ever, like, kind of go back to that orphanage as an adult and just kind of destroy it or something? Or maybe see if it was even still standing? That's something that I'm a little bit curious about. This is the only way to make myself move. But I think it is true that this freezing cold rain is far better than the life at the orphanage. But that's only when compared to the life at the orphanage. Is it better than normal lives of normal kids my age? I don't even need to think. When my parents were alive, although we weren't rich, we led a normal life. Gentle smiles and forgivable selfishness. The sound of my mother cooking breakfast in the morning, the sound of a newspaper being folded. They are such precious memories. I didn't need anything else. I had plenty of friends. I had fun at school. I didn't like the class taught by the teacher because I didn't like the teacher, but I liked studying. I had everything I needed. That was enough for me. I never complained. I never did anything bad. So why is this happening to me? Everything went downhill after that train accident. The die of fate kept rolling at one. The die never showed a good side to me. Oh my god, the return of rolling the dice. Rika Furude rolling the sixes, and then on this other side we have Mio rolling the ones. And then in that last moment of the last episode, she finally got that six, while we all got ones. After a slew of sixes. If the accident was my fault, then I could have accepted it. Okay, fuck it. But it wasn't. I wasn't even there. I waited for my parents at home. I liked going to the mall with them. We always had a meal at the restaurant at the mall. I always told them to let me know if they were going to the mall. But on that day, they went without me while I went to my friend's house to play. My friend wasn't in, so I went back home. I didn't see anyone at home and found a note that said they are going to the mall. I regretted going to my friend's house. I waited at home. And that's when it happened, isn't it? They didn't come home. They were still gone by dinner time.
I was getting hungry and got angry with my parents for leaving me. I thought they were having dinner at the mall restaurant without me. If I hadn't gone to my friend's house, I would be eating dinner at the restaurant too. I loved the flags that came with the kids' plates. I was collecting those flags. Oh. Yes, I was. I was trying to collect 20 of them, thinking that once I collected 20, something wonderful would happen. But I couldn't collect 20 of them. I only needed one more. Oh, God. That's what I was afraid of there. If I had one more, maybe the accident wouldn't have happened. A very sad memory of a flag from Kid's plate. I kept waiting for my parents to come home from the mall. I was hungry, so I started to eat some dried fish. If I ate too much, Mother would find out, so I was careful not to eat too much. And the phone rang. I assumed it was from my parents. I answered the phone in an angry manner, but it wasn't my parents. What happened to the house? The house was rented, so maybe somebody else already moved in. What happened to my room? What about my desk and all the flags that were in the right middle drawer? You didn't get to take those with you? If it isn't my house anymore, then where am I supposed to go? Even if it is still my house, my parents won't be there to welcome me or protect me. Just because I didn't have my parents to protect me, the whole world turned so cruel. How could anyone take me away from the house I was used to living in, just because my parents were gone? Why didn't they just leave me alone? They asked me many things. They tried to confirm many things. But how could I understand any of those forms?
You were a child. Did they just give a child a bunch of, like, legal documents and shit?
Okay, we just sign that, sign that, sign that.
I don't even know how to write my name.
Okay, sign that, sign that.
Do you not listen?
Okay, here, I'm going to show you. Just kind of draw this circle, hit the check mark, and good, you're our slave.
What?
I was asked a yes or no question, and I had no choice but to answer yes. And before I knew it, I ended up here.
Oh my god, that's pretty much how... Oh, wow.
It was too merciless. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just a little girl. I had to sign many papers, but why this? The warm and gentle world ended suddenly without advance notice. And I was thrown into this cruel and merciless world alone. Is this the real world? Do I have any allies in this world? Just because my parents died and I didn't have any relatives, the world became so sad. When is the die going to come up with a 6 instead of a 1 to make up for the continuous series of 1s? Continuous series of 1s and continuous... Oh my god! Tears are pouring down my cheeks. I taste salty tears, and that makes me feel sad and irritated. I can only cry. But no matter how hard I cry or pity myself, the cold rain won't warm my body or save me. I don't even know where I am or in which direction I should go. Eriko showed me the map to the House of Love and Mercy when we were planning the escape, but we only learned the shortest route. I am completely lost. But strangely, after I finished crying, I feel a groundless strength in myself. I once learned that tears wash away particles in my eyes. But there's different purpose, too. Tears also wash away what's in my heart. I clench my fists and force my feet to move. I head in the direction that I believe is the correct direction on the gravel road. The rain is still pouring, and it is getting darker and darker. I roar to the sky in the rain. My sadness is turning into anger. Damn it, God! Why? What have I done to deserve this? What did I do? I didn't do anything.
I'm just giving this little girl the Takano voice, but god damn it.
I was just living a normal life, that's all. So why this? My dad told me there are good things and bad things in life, but neither lasts for long. That means this misery won't last that long either, right? I won't be all alone in this miserable place for long, right? right? As I look up, I feel raindrops hit my face. There is no God. I know that in my head. But such disbelief won't save me. If I believed he is there, I should be saved. No, I need him to be there. Is he going to answer me? I hear thunder. Then I realize he is there. He is there and he is listening to me. In his eyes, everyone is supposed to be equal. And he is listening to me. I've gone through enough. More than enough. If I was too happy before, then I could take this misery. But I wasn't. I was living a normal life. If you ask me if I was happy, then sure I was, but this is what I get in return? That's not fair at all. I hear thunder again. He is listening. I continue. If this fate of mine was your mistake, then let me be free. Please end my misery and make me happy. But if this is in fact my fate, and I'm supposed to live this way until the end, then I don't want it. Kill me. Kill me now with lightning. Just finish me off now. Come on! Kill me, bitch! Kill me mercilessly now! I hear thunder again. This time it is loud enough to make me shiver. Normally, I would just hide it in the house and wait until the thunder went away. But I'm not afraid. Come on! Kill me! Tanashi Miyoko is here. Just like you killed my parents, take my life too. The heavens reply to my provocation. He aims at me, but I keep insulting him violently. That is my wish. I open my arms. He is God, so he won't miss me. However, I guess God makes mistakes sometimes. That's because although he is supposed to be fair, he has been unfair with me. Come on, kill me! Take me to heaven! But if you were to miss me, then change my life for heaven's sake. A flash from heaven. I thought I smelled something burning just before it happened. I am knocked down onto my back because of the strong force. It was a strange experience.
Oh my gosh, she actually got shocked?
It is something that has happened, but it feels like it happened many years ago. I don't know how long I was down. I smell something odd. The bad smell wakes me up. When I look, I see a huge tree behind me split open. Its leaves are smoldering. I look up and see sparks in the distance. I can't understand what just happened. I just stand there. The thunderbolt struck. It didn't strike me. It struck the tree. Oh, okay, it struck the tree behind me. I didn't get to die. He is telling me to keep walking in the woods in this cold rain. But I won the bet with God. I bet my life. I bet my life with the lightning and thunder. It could have killed me instantly.
I don't know, there have been people that have survived strikes of lightning.
But he missed. So he has to change my life. I look up at the sky, laughing and bragging that I'm still alive. Ha! Next time bring your A game, but God! I hear thunder again. It's acknowledging its loss. Come on, God. Save me. I won the bet. So save me from this misery. I stand there. I wait for God to do something while the rain pours down on me. But he doesn't answer anymore. I don't hear the thunder again. Again, I feel tears pour down on my cheeks. What was I thinking? If there was a God in heaven, he wouldn't let anything like this happen to me. My miserable life is the proof of God's non-existence. The dark is about to swallow me mercilessly. Will I have to sleep here? I think God wants me to die slowly in this cold rain instead of granting me an instant death by the lightning. I wish the sun would go away. I wish the sun would never rise. I wish that, as the woods is getting completely dark, my existence would be hidden in the darkness. I wish I could just disappear. Has it been an eternity, or is it a matter of seconds? I can't even tell time in this darkness. Then I see something. It is a light. I notice it only because I'm in the dark woods. But is it really there? Is it there before? I feel like the light is inviting me. But it's a fluorescent light. I don't like fluorescent lights because I think they look cold. But I don't feel coldness from the white light I see now. I make myself believe that the light is a guide sent by God. I have to believe. Otherwise I won't be saved. Is it what I think it is?
Maybe it's a lamppost. That, or maybe it's like a light from the House of Love and Mercy.
The light reflects in a puddle. It isn't a muddy puddle. It is a puddle of on asphalt. I'm out of the woods and on a paved road.
Oh, it is a streetlight.
The light is a street light. The fact I'm on a paved road doesn't solve anything. It is just a country road. It is a road that goes through the woods, so there are no houses, no shops, and not even a single car goes by. There aren't too many street lights on the road, so it is still very dark. My feet feel the asphalt. It feels so different from the gravel I was on earlier, and it almost feels merciful.
Well, in comparison, yeah.
My feet are already used to walking on gravel, but now they feel the softness of asphalt. I never want to go back to gravel. I only have a choice of heading to either the right or the left. I'm grateful to God for leading me to this asphalt road, but I wish he had given me a little more guidance. This little bit of luck won't make up for all the unhappiness I've gone through.
Well, of course not.
And that is when I sense the guidance. I see a light in the distance. It is only on the right side. I head towards it. Then I realize what it is. I'm amazed that it is there. It is a telephone box. Who would actually make a call in the middle of nowhere like this?
Well, to be fair, I can understand why those exist in the middle of nowhere. You never know in case somebody breaks down around there, kind of like that car sitting over there.
Telephone boxes are rather unusual. There are plenty of red public phones all over, but I always thought telephone boxes like this one only existed in big cities. It almost looks as if this telephone box was put here as punishment for doing something bad.
No, you're a bad telephone box. You're grounded. You put over here in the middle of nowhere. You're not going to get much attention.
What did I do?
When I think that, I feel bad for this lonely telephone box. It reminds me of myself. I will now embrace this telephone box in a gentle hug, as we are both telephone boxes.
Mio telephone box Takano.
Even if I get to the telephone box, what can I do anyway? I know the answer to that question, but I just have to get to the telephone box. The door squeaks as I open it. There are lots of bugs because of the light. I usually hate the bugs, but now I feel that they are my friends, sheltering from the rain like me. There is no heater, but it is very warm inside of the telephone box. It shelters me from the cold rain. I crumble down to the floor. The warmth from the fluorescent light embraces me gently, and I feel like it is telling me that it is okay to cry. But I have no more tears left, because I cried them all when the lightning struck. I have scratches all over my body, and they hurt. My calves are hurting too. I feel pain all over my body, and I don't want to get up again. I wish I could fall asleep. But if I did, the staff from the orphanage might find me. The windows are up high, so if I sit down, I won't be visible from the outside. But this is the only shelter in these dark woods. The staff will be sure to check it. That is why I can't stay here for long. Telephone boxes from back then weren't completely made of glass, so it was possible to hide inside.
You know, I'm actually trying to picture a telephone box, and I think I know exactly what you're talking about, like how you're able to hide if you can, you know, sit down.
My exhausted spirit understands that fact, but I just can't make myself move. Maybe it was some kind of vision. I feel a strange calmness I've never experienced before. I don't feel I am me. It is very strange. Maybe I was killed by that lightning. I assumed I was Tanashi Miyoko, but maybe I'm not her. I consider those things seriously. Then I start to think this telephone box has something to do with it, because God led me here. I'm sure he didn't lead me here just because it provides shelter from the rain. There must be something else. What is it? Is there someone to save me here? But what? A telephone box is used to make a call, but I don't have money. Then, I see something that looks like copper. My heart jumps. That 10-yen coin wasn't there before. Did I just miss it? I don't think so. I think it just showed up. That means this 10-yen coin is a guidance from God. He's telling me to make a call with this coin. But who? There is no telephone book. That means I can only call the number I know. Does he want me to call the number I know? There's only one coin. I can only call one number. And I can't talk for that long. I challenged God earlier, so I think God is challenging me now. I only have one chance. He wants me to test my luck with this one chance. Hello? I get out and look up to the sky. Then I yell in my heart. You're on, God! Who can I call? Who? My house? My parents are dead and I have no relatives. Even if I called, nobody would answer. Actually, the phone bill hasn't been paid for a long time, so the phone line could already be disconnected. My house is my lost life itself. No, the debris of my life. So calling them makes no sense. It most definitely won't change my life.
Well, who knows? Maybe there's somebody over there that's kind of like...
Didn't this used to belong to a family that with a little girl whose parents died in a train wreck? Man, talk about tragic. Sir, who are you talking to? Shut up.
So calling my house is a bad idea. I have to use this coin for my future. Future. Mirai. My future? What is my future anyway? Oh! Then I hear a huge thunderclap, and that clears my mind. In that clear state of mind, I see something from the past. It was the last sight of my father. His last moment on the hospital bed. Although suffering from pain, he tried to tell me something very important.
If I die, you can count on Takano-sensei. Takano, Ifumi-sensei. Can you say it? You know. That's right. Takano, Ifumi-sensei. Yes, my father teacher. He will help you.
I can do a decent convincing sounding like I'm dying. Kind of. That or it probably just sounds really bad to you guys, I don't know.
Many doctors came into the room in a hurry. They wanted to tell me something else, but the doctor stopped him from talking, so it wasn't audible. But it was to me. I heard it, but I didn't want to hear him say it while suffering, so I pretended that I didn't hear. He said it while coughing. I heard it. They were numbers. I swallowed once. It was a phone number. He knew nobody would take me in because we had no relatives. He told me to get in touch with him. Takano Hifumi Sensei. He tried to tell me his phone number. What have I done? He tried so hard using his last chance to tell me the most important thing. The thunder from earlier made me remember.
That's right, I do remember that bit, but... So the other thing that he tried to tell her was a phone number. Well, shit!
The number I couldn't remember even once comes out so smoothly. I dial. This is it. This is the number for my father's teacher, Takano-sensei. But my hand stops as I try to put the coin in. What if I didn't remember correctly? I can't hesitate. I have to believe in myself. That is the correct number. I have to dial before I forget it. I pick up the phone and put the coin in. Beep. I hear a dial tone. If it doesn't work, I will kill myself. Jesus. I will go back to the woods and wait for another lightning bolt. I could lie down in the woods and let the rainwater drown me too. I could also fall asleep in the middle of the road and wait for a car to run me over.
Fucking hell! Jesus!
I make up my mind and put the coin in. Before I go through any of those dark thoughts, dear God! I don't hesitate anymore. I dial it once. But I have to be careful. Because sometimes rushed dialing causes mistakes.
Oh my god, I have rushed typing. I make mistakes all the time. Something about my brain going faster than my fingers? No, wait, my fingers going fast. Wait. Yeah, my brain going faster than my fingers. I had a brain fart there.
I'm getting irritated and it almost makes the phone number vague in my head. I dial the last number. I hear some electrical sounds on the other end. I hope I dialed the correct number. I don't know what to say to Takano-sensei if it gets disconnected. Where am I? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to ask him? I don't know. It isn't cheap to make a call. 1 10-yen coin only allows a short time to talk. The line must have connected. I hear the ringtone. I only have a short time once someone answers the phone. Maybe I should put the phone down. Then I can get the coin back. I can call back after sorting out my thoughts. Then someone answers.
Hello? Takano residence.
I feel like I am suffocating. My memory was correct. I can't tell the age of the speaker, but it is a grown man's voice. He is my father's teacher, so he must be old. Never mind that. I have to say something. Hurry, hurry. Are you Takano-sensei? Takano Hifumi-sensei?
Yes? Who is this?
He must be suspicious. I can't blame him. A stranger is asking him about his name, of course he'd get suspicious. I'm sorry. I'm Tanashi. Tanashi Miyoko?
Tanashi-san. Yes?
My father told me to get in touch with you. My father is Tanashi Takemitsu.
Tanashi. Ah, Tanashi-kun! Yeah!
Suddenly his voice changes. Takano-sensei remembers his old student.
I'm his daughter. He told me to call you.
Did something happen to Tanashi-kun?
This isn't good. I'm going to run out of time.
My parents died in a train accident, and I was told to call you.
Tanashi-kun is dead? I see. Both of them? I'm sorry to hear that. I knew him from when I was teaching at a college. He was a very hard-working young man. I think the last time I saw him was at the wedding.
Obviously he doesn't know that I was born, but he remembers my father. That is truly luck.
And what did he want?
Well,
I don't know what to say. I was only told to call Takano-sensei. How can I tell him that? My time is running out. I feel more and more anxious. Phones get disconnected without notice, but somehow I sense it. I only have enough time for one sentence. So I decide to say one sentence with all of my hopes in it.
help me!
The phone gets disconnected. Maybe only part of what I said was heard. I just hope he was able to sense my despair.
Geez, this is just referring back to
Satoko. I don't hear anything from the phone, but I actually talked to Takano-sensei. Takano-sensei exists. He exists and remembers my father. If he grieves over his student's death, he will come visit my house, and he will find out I was sent to an orphanage. Then he'll come get me. That is when tears flow down my cheeks again. I thought my life was hopeless. I never knew finding a grain of hope could make me feel so happy and strong. The voice I heard on the phone was so warm and dependable. My father must have thought about me for a long time in that hospital bed, and came up with a name that he could trust his daughter with. Takano Hifumi-sensei. So I can trust Takano-sensei. I have to believe that he will find me, but it may take more than just a few days. I have to wait patiently. A few days? A month? More? I can only wait patiently. I can't stay in the telephone box. The staff will find me. I get out into the rain again, but this time the rain feels a little warmer than before. I wished for a death by lightning, but now I am filled with hope and the will to live. I want to live, and that is why I feel the pain all over my body. When I wished to die, I didn't feel anything. I have to wait patiently until Takano-sensei comes to pick me up. I have to get to the House of Love and Mercy. That is the place to wait for him. I don't think the orphanage will tell him I escaped to the House of Love and Mercy. But the House of Love and Mercy won't stop me from calling him. All I have to do is call him again and let him know that I'm at the House of Love and Mercy. But I don't know where the House of Love and Mercy is. I don't see any signs anywhere. I don't even know where the orphanage I escaped from is. But I can't just stop. I have to walk. I have to find shelter. I have to find someone and ask for directions to the House of Love and Mercy. I have to keep going because I finally saw the light at the end of the tunnel. The chills and throbbing pain torment me, but I can't die until I see Takano-sensei. I wish a car would come by. If it is someone from this area, I can ask. But the police won't do any good. I am sure the orphanage has already called the police about the escape, and the police won't be forgiving.
Hello there, my name is Oishi. Hello there, Takano. Oh, God!
They are sure to send me back to the orphanage. By the way, I wish for someone to show up. Otherwise, I have to keep walking on this asphalt in this darkness forever. How long did I walk? Still no car. I can't help thinking that maybe the world perished, leaving only me behind when a car shows up. Oh! I sense a car behind me. So I turn around. I see headlights coming toward me. I think for a moment. Should I stand in the middle of the street to stop the car? It is so dark. I don't think the car will notice if I just wave at it. But if I were to stand in the middle of the street, I could get run over. The car is approaching quickly while I think. When I made the call earlier, I panicked and didn't know what to say. So I had to think carefully this time. If I can't think of anything, then I should just let the car go. As I think that, the car stops with a screech. That surprises me.
It's them, isn't it?
Maybe I haven't been myself since the lightning missed me. Maybe I wasn't thinking straight because I was in the dark woods. Because this car stopped after recognizing me. That means the driver knows me. The only people who know me in this area are... Suddenly a chill runs through my body. I start to dash. I hear a voice coming after me. I don't have the strength to run anymore. My feet are trembling and I can't make them cooperate. I think to myself that I shouldn't have sat down in the telephone box. That is why I can't run anymore. I am grabbed from behind, and the collar of my clothes almost chokes me. I hear my clothes being ripped. I fall in a puddle and a staff member gets on top of me. His fingers isn't in my mouth this time. All I can do is struggle. Then I remember all the scary stories Eriko and the others have told me. All the tortures the child who was caught had to endure. A punishment of a duck who can't drink water. A punishment of a squashed caterpillar. And a punishment of a pig with torn arms and legs. The names of eerie punishments come to my mind. I scream and struggle with all my might, but it is too late. I am shoved into the back seat of the car. Why can't they let me go? That is because they don't want me bad-mouthing about them to anybody. The staff were yelling and screaming while chasing me, but once we were in the car, they went silent. It is like the Grim Reapers come to get me. I have to realize my luck has run out whether I like it or not. But... I called Takano-sensei. I know he will come to get me. I don't know when that will be, but I know he will someday. So I want to live. I will be saved if I live. I can't even imagine the kind of punishment that is waiting for me. But I say to myself, I have to live. I have already found the light at the end of the tunnel. All I have to do is to endure until I get to the end. The car stops. We are at the front gate of the orphanage. The two staff members grab my shoulders so I won't run. My skinny shoulders are hurting. I'm scared. I'm scared of what I have to go through. We go through the door. I'm finally sheltered from the rain. In a way, I'm not sheltered at all, though. It is the middle of the night. It is past the time to turn all the lights off. The orphanage should be quiet. But I hear noise. Strange noise. A noise of a shower. A noise of metal objects crashing into each other. Also the staff's yelling and screaming. A chill goes down my spine. How can I possibly describe this fear? A staff member knocks on the tool storage door and the door is open. When the door opens, I hear an angry roar. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Two staff members are hitting a mat with bamboo swords while saying some violent things. It is a mat used in, you know, the one you use when you do gymnastics. But why is it rolled up like this? The rolled up mat is tied with a string and it is standing up in the corner. The staff members keep hitting it. Usually words are said to someone, but why are they yelling at a rolled mat? The way they are hitting and yelling at it, that's as if they've gone mad. But wait, I see something sticking out from the top of the rolled mat. They are... Let's see. Whose shoes are those? All of a sudden, I freeze. I can't think anymore. One man stands in front of me. The man's little finger is wrapped in bandages. My eyes move upwards from his little finger and meet with his eyes. The beast is staring into my eyes. I squeeze out a voiceless scream. My voice doesn't come out, so it is more like a goldfish opening and closing her mouth. The beast sticks his little finger in front of me and roars. I can't tell if it is a word or a meaningless yell, but it is certainly violent. I'm scared. I don't want to die. I want to live. I know Takano-sensei will be here to save me, but that is why I want to live and submit myself to the fear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The hand with the bandages grabs my hair and drags me along. All I can do is apologize and beg for forgiveness while hoping this beast has even a tiny bit of mercy in him. I'm like a broken, apologizing doll. I keep repeating my apology. I keep apologizing while crying, but I'm simply his toy. I see the shower room while he drags me along. The doors open and I hear yelling from the inside. What I see is very strange. There is a locker on its side under a shower. But an odd sight. No. No. They can't be doing what I think they're doing. The locker is taking a shower sideways. I've never even imagined a sight like this before. The locker is taking a cold shower and two staff members are hitting it with bamboo swords. So this is the metallic noise I heard before. The beast doesn't want me to see that. He pulls my hair violently and twists my neck so I look in the opposite direction. Then I think. He didn't do that to stop me from watching that shower. He did it to make me look at something else. I see a window and a courtyard. Usually, it is too dark to see anything. But the lights are on, and the courtyard is very bright. And then I see it. Inside of the hen house. I see. What is that? That hair is Eriko's. But why is she? That's too. I'm sorry. I don't want to die. I know Takano Sensei is coming to save me. I know he is coming. I'm taken to the staff bathroom. I smell ammonia. I see it, which just doesn't fit in the bathroom. Why is this in the bathroom? He isn't thinking on me, is he? No way. No.
Tanashi, this is your punishment for breaking the rules, okay? Everyone must follow our rules. If you don't, you get punished. Do you understand?
I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. I'll do everything you tell me to do. I promise, I really do. Please forgive me. Please. No, that hurts. No! Oh my god.